So what do we aim to do? Well, RinGs seeks to galvanize gender and ethics analysis in health systems by synthesizing existing research, stimulating new research, and supporting a learning platform in order to build capacity and skills to do gender and ethics analysis. RinGs advances gender analysis through context-embedded approaches, intersectionality, ethical analysis of power relations, and social exclusion, and we'll go into more detail about what each of these three things mean later on in the webinar. And RinGs focuses on thematic areas which are common to all the three RPCs, and these include care seeking, financing and contracting, governance, as well as human resources in health. So why do gender and ethics matter? Well, gender is more than just differences between female and males. It's also about how inequality and biases are reproduced. So gender, along with other forms of social hierarchies such as class, race, ethnicity, etc., are determined through power relations. So how do men and women interact? What is the power between them? How do women of different socioeconomic groups interact? And this is important because it determines whether people's needs are acknowledged, whether they have a voice or have control over their lives and health, and whether they can realize their rights. And how it's important to recognize that health systems themselves are a social determinant. How they respond to people's needs and how they support people engaging with them has implications for health and social justice. So this slide here is just to give you an example of why gender and ethics matters, particularly in relation to human resources for health. And what you can see in the graph here is the percentage of students by cadre training program and sex in Kenya in 2010. So what we can see here is that certain areas and medical professions are much more dominated by men, such as the medical profession, pharmacy, farm techs, while others, the student cadre is much more dominated by women, such as community health workers, nursing, and nutrition. And what gender and ethics analysis does is it helps us to start to think about, well, what are the implications of this for both these people, but also for community members, and what maybe are the different needs that these groups have in relation to these different professions. So what are some of our current activities? Well, we are currently undertaking and completing our needs assessment, which hopefully many of you have filled in the online questionnaire. The purpose of the needs assessment is to assess demand for gender and ethics analysis in health systems research, to map current gender and ethics activities and analysis underway, to identify priority needs for building capacity for robust and context-appropriate gender and ethics analysis and knowledge dissemination, as well as gather feedback on the next steps for the cross-RPC partnership. And we will be distributing the results to all project partners this month and next month. So one of our other current activities is small grants. These focus on gender, ethics, and health systems, looking at our three main approaches, embedded approaches, intersectionality, and ethical analysis, but also the key topic areas, care-seeking, financing, contracting, governance, and human resources. The total value of the grants is approximately $180,000 US, and it's anticipated that each award will have a value of up to $20,000 US, and that about 9 or 10 awards will be made. The project duration of each award will be from January to December 2015, and there's an October 30th deadline, so all proposals need to be in by October 30th, and successful applicants will be announced on the 30th of November. And this is open to all RPC members and affiliates.